Hey, welcome back to the Nansera Wellness YouTube channel. It's your girl Cissy, and today we're going to be doing a yoga flow to increase your height, basically to help you grow taller. But before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We stop growing at 18, so if you're still a teenager or if you're still younger, this video will help stretch your ligaments and your muscles, creating more space for your bones to grow into. Now, with a good nutrition, your bones can grow longer. If you're over 18, I was 5'5" when I was 18, and I didn't know about yoga. I wanted to be a model, but I wasn't tall enough. Anyway, fast forward to when I was 22, I found yoga and I started practicing. Now I'm 29 and I'm 5'7", so I increased 2 inches, and because I had stopped growing, but also because of, bad posture and daily habits, we actually don't grow into our full potential. But with these stretches, your body actually grows into its full potential. So hello 5'7", if you know any modeling agencies, let them know that I'm finally at peak season. All right, let's get into it. Just have a set of blocks close by and a strap. Just gonna put them here so they're not in the way. And then we're going to start stretching into the toes. So lift your feet up and start grounding your toes from the small toes, second, middle toes, fourth, and then the big toes. Ground them into the mat. Use your toes to actually grab the mat. And now from here, you're going to suck your kneecaps in so your quads are engaged. Tuck your tailbone in. Yeah. And now from here, you're going to lift your heels, but draw them towards each other. Instead of letting them flare outward into a sequel, I want you to bring them close together. And then release. Again, suck the kneecaps in, tailbone is tucked in, and lift the heels. And lower. Lift for 3. Lower. Lift for 4. Release. And lift. And release. Shake your legs out a bit. From here, you're going to interlace your fingers. Flip your palms to face outward. And now from here, you're going to lift your heels up. And now from here, I want you to take your arms up into a Tadasana. Lengthen. Imagine someone is pulling you up from the ceiling or the sky. The tailbone is tucked in. The kneecaps are sucked in. Pressing all 5 corners of your feet into the mat. See if you can even move the arms back. And now from here, release. Open your feet hip distance apart. Send your arms back, interlace your fingers. And from here, I want you to lean forward, bringing your hips right above your ankle joints, looking down straight under you, and then lift your arms up into a Trikonasana. And breathe. Then release. Plant your palms into the mat, come into a forward fold. You can bend your knees, cycle them one at a time or both together. And if you can't reach for the floor, this is when your blocks come in. You can place your palms onto your blocks and move here. From here, bringing your hands to your shin bones for a flat back. Hips are stacked right above the knees. And then plant your palms into the mat and step back for a plank pose. From here, drop the knees into the mat. Bend the elbows back, not sideways, but back, squeezing the rib cage, and release everything into the mat. And tuck the toes. Bring your palms to be under your shoulders. Your fingers are together. Squeeze the rib cage, shoulders away from the ears, and lift up into a cobra pose. Breathe here. If this is not accessible for you, that's okay. Come onto your elbows. Shift your chest forward and look up into a sphinx pose. And again, make sure your feet are straight. We tend to let them fall into a sequel. Engage them. Push the elbows into the mat and away from you. And release. Well done. Plant your palms. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back into our first downward facing dog of the day. Sway your hips from side to side. Breathe. Inhale, roll forward like you're coming into a plank pose. And on the exhale, I want you to suck your kneecaps in and push your heels back into the mat, into a downward facing dog. If this is comfortable for you, peel your feet, peel your toes off the mat. push the mat away with your palms, lengthening into that spine. And then bend your knees, look forward, step, jump or walk to the front of your mat. Hands to shins for a flat back. And on the exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms to face up, lift the heels up, draw them towards each other. Inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to sway to one side, stretching. Inhale, returns to center. Exhale, sway to the other side. Breathe here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, sway. Inhale, return. Exhale, sway. Release your feet all the way into the mat. Send your hands back. Interlace your fingers. Feet are hip distance apart. And again, we go forward into a Trikonasana. Breathe. 3 more breaths here. And release your palms into the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, looks forward for a flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step back for plank pose. Release the knees into the mat. Bend elbows back and release everything all the way down. And again, option 1, Sphinx pose. Option 2, Cobra. And option 3, you can lift up into an upward facing dog. Wherever you are today, this is where I am. Tuck the toes, hips up and back for downward facing dog. Push the mat away with your palms. Bring your heels as close as you can to the mat. Suck the kneecaps in. Maybe peel all 10 toes off the mat. Bend your knees, look forward, step, jump or walk to the front of the mat. Hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arms overhead, interlace the fingers, flip the palms up, lift the heels, sway to the left. Return to center, inhale, exhale, sway to the right. Breathe in, grow tall, breathe out, sway to the left. Inhale, back to center, exhale, releases the heels into the mat, interlace the fingers, lean forward, Trikonasana. Breathe here. And slowly release the palms into the mat. Step the feet back for a plank pose. Drop the knees, bend elbows back, chaturanga. Release everything into the mat. Go for whatever option of the back bend that you like. Shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the toes, hips up and back for downward facing dog. Breathe here. Stretch into the feet and breathe. Now from here, you're going to step the right foot between your palms. Again, reach for your block. You're gonna need it, maybe not. And now from here, drop the back heel into the mat so the back foot is on a diagonal. Rise up and lengthen the front knee. From here, you're going to open out to the left. Bring your hands into a T-shape, shoulder level. And now from here, imagine someone is pulling you forward, pulling your right fingertips forward. Reach, 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 and reach. And also, they're pulling your left hand back. Reach, reach, reach. And when you can't go any further, release that hand to come alongside your right foot. Left hand goes up. Maybe it stops at the shin. Maybe you reach for the ankle or all the way down. But I want you to feel the stretch in your hamstring, your back leg muscles. And at the same time, on the lateral side of the left side. Alternatively, you can reach for your block. Rest that hand on the block. Reach up with your fingertips. Feel the stretch in your shoulders. Your spine is straight. Breathe here. And from here, you're going to come up. Bring your hands to a prayer. And now start bending into the left knee while you lengthen even more into the right hamstring for your Skandasana. Breathe. Keep opening that left knee out to the left. If it's not accessible for you to go further, again, reach for your block or whatever modification you're using and plant your palms on it for support. Or if you're strong enough, if you feel strong enough today, bring your hands to a prayer in front of your chest, maybe thumbs to sternum. And from here, we're slowly going to come back to the top, plant our palms, Step back, downward facing dog. Push the mat away with your palms. Now we're going to do the second side. I'm going to change so I can stay facing you. Inhale, step the left foot between your palms. Drop the back heel into the mat. Rise up, lengthening into the left knee. Open out to the left or to the front. Arms into a T-shape, shoulder level. Imagine two people are pulling your fingertips on both sides, and then go forward with your left hand. Reach as far as you can, keeping that left knee straight. You can even suck the kneecap in to avoid hyperextending it. And when you've reached your body's extent, release the hand down into Trikonasana. Right hand reaches for the ceiling. Use your breath. Deep inhales, heavy exhales. The more you breathe, the more the muscles relax. Relaxed muscles are easy to stretch. Coming back all the way up. And again, we're going to find Trikonasana, second side. And again, go for whatever variation works for you in this moment, knowing that it's okay. Coming back up. Find your way back into downward facing dog. And now from here, you're going to bring your legs through, sit back, and lengthen the legs to the mat. Right now, you can reach for your strap. So I'm first going to show the option with the strap. Inhale, arms overhead. And with the exhale, go forward, pulling onto your feet. Lengthen, reaching back up. Inhale, point the toes forward. Go forward with your strap. Pull onto your feet to stretch deeper into the hamstrings and into your spine to reach forward even more. Lengthen. Strap goes up, flex into the feet. If you're without the strap, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach forward, stretch into the feet. And back, flex. Inhale, lengthen. Point your toes. Go forward and back. Final round, inhale, arms overhead, feet are flexed. Exhale, go forward, pointed toes, and reach for your feet. Pull yourself forward, lengthening from the bottom of the spine all the way. And slowly coming back up. From here, feel free to go into your Shavasana. Stay for as long as you want and practice this as many times as is possible for you for best results. Otherwise, thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.